Hello, everybody. Record-breaking performance by Tyree Legion heading for ODU now. Dixon gonna get the handoff off. Look at the moves. Shifty. Dixon, what can he do? What a spin move!
Anderson Miller in the pursuit nearly gets the sack, and Rob Thompson comes away with the interception.
And there it is, 41-17. Old Dominion's first bowl appearance. Old Dominion's first bowl win. And Wilson gets the handoff. Ball's ripped out. Comes out and it's recovered. Walter Anderson.
There it is, the trophy again. We're going to bring you yet another trophy
rolling out to his right, looking. He's got Todd Jackson hit the corner of the end zone. My name is Jamer, and you're watching the Old Dominion Dynasty. Hello, everybody. It's week 13, and Old Dominion fell to number 11 in the top 25, but still sits atop the ACC Coastal Division barely. A win today gets them one step closer to that coveted division title and a spot in the ACC championship game. Here we go. It's been a rough season for Virginia. Their star player, running back Bobby Jordan, has been riddled with injuries. He has been labeled the glass man, and it's been up to players like Justin Jackson, Jamal McCarthy at quarterback to step up, and they don't quite have the talent at those positions, though Jackson is a very talented receiver. It's been rough with the injuries of Bobby Jordan, who is their best player. Fourth down for Virginia, they punt it away. And ODU a good start defensively there. Phil Billings right here wide open on the right side. The tight end gets his day off to a good start. Joshua Kemp trying to get going here. D'Angelo Hoke on the spin move to get a few more yards there. And Kemp's arm looking good so far today. 3rd and 10. Hope I didn't just jinx it here. Kemp has all day to throw, but nobody to throw to. Great coverage by Virginia. That gives ODU a field goal, so 3-0 lead here in the first quarter. McCarthy, he has all day to throw, but he finds Justin Jackson, their best receiver. A guy to watch out for today in the passing game, but they love to run the ball, and it's Bobby Jordan right up the middle, just short of the first down, and like we said, the glass man, he gets injured right here. It's a brief injury, but nonetheless, they bring in Tristan Ryan, the backup halfback, on 4th and inches. He stumbles his way to a first down, keeps the drive going. They're hoping for a touchdown here. They don't want to match what ODU did. They want to get ahead of the game here on the road. Justin Jackson stopped for a 3-yard gain. He's having a good day so far, but McCarthy's going to need more than just one receiver to get the job done today, and that is a stop for ODU. So we're tied at 3 here in the early going. Handoff to David Dixon, and Virginia are all over that. Loss of 1. They're going to be keying on him today, try and stop the leading Heisman candidate. Joshua Kemp on 3rd and 11. Gonna just run forever. Finds Todd Jackson, finally gets separation. Big gain of nearly 30 yards. Drive stays alive around midfield out of the pistol. Hands it off to Dixon, left side. Dixon, look at this. Using his speed, taking a bad angle by the defender there. And he's going to get 32 big ones. Unfortunately, a penalty, a holding penalty, would set ODU back. Now 2nd and 7, and it's a sack. Going backwards, ODU had to punt it away. A waste of a drive after that big run by David Dixon. Unfortunate. 1st and 10, handoff to Bobby Jordan. Back in the game after that injury, a brief injury, as I said earlier. But nonetheless, they can't afford to miss such a talented player. 1st and 10 again. I formation. He punches out a defender there. It looks like that was Jeff Robinson. And Jordan, tough running now. Back-to-back double-digit runs. He's getting going now, showing what he can do against this ODU defense, which has been labeled a bit slow. That's been the biggest concern, is the speed or the lack thereof on defense. 2nd and 2 now. McCarthy going to hand it off again. This time Tristan Ryan gets the ball. Lots of 3, though the defense was all over that one. Brian Moore shot the gap. Great job. And boy, he's really come around. Not a highly rated recruit at all, and he has improved big time to be the starting middle linebacker and one of the captains on this team. 3rd down, nowhere to go. And a field goal try again for Virginia. This one goes right through. He had plenty of room on that one. 6-3. Cavaliers lead here in the Sin State rivalry game. Dixon on a little Swing route here. Beautiful move to get outside and get some more yards. 21 to be exact. And that's what Dixon provides. Not just a threat running the ball, but you can catch him throwing out of the backfield. Look at this. Beautiful move. Made the defender miss. Outstanding. Here we go. 1st and 10 now. Throws a little screen to Lawrence Reese. Not the fastest player, but he had some nice blocks to get some room. Shotgun formation, 4 wide receivers for Joshua Kemp on 2nd and 1. Handoff Dixon up the gut. Look at Dixon breaking off a tackle and an excellent run of 19 yards. Get him going. He can dominate this game. It's been a tough one for the Virginia defense this season. 1st and 10. Joshua Kemp, another handoff to Dixon. He's going to get inside the 10-yard line. 1st and goal. More double digits for David Dixon. Pump fake on 3rd and goal, and looking for Reese in the corner of the end zone. It didn't work. And that drive sputters out for another field goal. So it's just been a field goal fest so far as we look at the final play of the first half. And we all know what Virginia are going to do here. Just going to chuck one long and see what happens. And McCarthy is sacked. The ball came out. Recovered by his lineman, but that's not how you want to end the half regardless. And it's been interesting. 6-6, just field goals so far. And the struggling Virginia team are giving the 11th ranked team of the country a bit of a hard time so far. It's been tough to get a consistent drive for ODU. They've had some big plays, but not much has resulted from those big plays, as you can see from the scoreline. So here we go, 2nd half underway, 2nd and 5 for Kemp on a pistol formation. Here, Brandon Ellison, a nice leaping catch. He's been quiet so far today. His first catch of the game coming in the 2nd half, but ODU set by a couple of poor play calls now at 3rd and 11. Going to run a little screen, and it just took too long to develop. Kemp didn't get sacked. He got the ball away, but of course that means a punt. Virginia ball on an I formation here, and great discipline by Chad Robinson. Kept his position, didn't get drawn out of the option there. Stops the quarterback. They tried that little quick power option out of the I formation. Didn't work. 3rd and 9 now for McCarthy. Finds Ahmed Garrett, but again, disciplined by the defenders. Holding the line. Not letting them get the first down. Great job there. 2nd and 5, a draw play to Scott Sullivan, who finds room. An excellent run. Just following his blocks. There was a lane there, and he did well. Here we go. Kemp making some changes at the line. See what happens here. Look at the blocking here. Excellent blocking. Todd Jackson on the outside. And Dixon too fast for Jackson, because Jackson could have blocked that defender there, and Dixon would have had all the grass in the world to run through. 3rd and 8. Going to run a little option. Kemp runs out of room. And great defense there. So another field goal try. And this one is up. And it's off the upright. Just misses. An unlucky miss for Tommy Patrick, and a rare miss for such a good kicker. Off the upright and out, so nothing results of that drive. And ODU are just throwing away great opportunities to score. Jordan gets crunched there, and he's feeling that one. He did not like that tackle, so Tristan Ryan does come in here on 3rd and 6. They're going to run a little screen instead. It's well covered. McCarthy takes off. He's stopped just short of the first down. And Virginia, no funny business here. They're going to punt it away. Back to ODU offensive possession. Another passing play to Dixon, and he finds ways to just add up the yardage. You think he's going to be stopped, and he just manages to get way more than you expect out of him here. Phil Billings, a check down for Kemp. Nice job to get the first down. Keeps the drive going across the 50-yard line. Out of the shotgun now. 3 on the right side there for Kemp. Going long, looking for Todd Jackson. The defender misplays it. Todd Jackson, that is his play. The go route just right down the hash there. That has been there all season long, and really throughout his time here at ODU. That is the play. Over the top, his athleticism, his composure in those situations is fantastic. The first touchdown of the game comes here at the start of the 4th quarter, 13-6. McCarthy going to hand it off to Tristan Ryan, who fights for those yards to get the first down. A good job by the backup running back. He's done well in relief for the most part. I formation again. They really like those I formations here at Virginia. And check this out. 8 yards made it look pretty easy. Or should I say, the defense made it look easy for him. 3rd and inches now. I'm going to go look. McCarthy has a man. Tight coverage by Donald Simmons, but Desmond Palmer hangs onto the ball. Keeps the drive going. Virginia trying to respond with a touchdown of their own here. McCarthy looking. They bring pressure, and ODU's blitz does not pay off. It's Jacob. I'm sorry. There was a Troy Knox as well, but Jacob Knox found room after ODU brought some pressure. It was well picked up by Virginia, and Knox just sneaks in there, breaks a Reggie Bullen tackle on his way to a touchdown. It's a tie ball game yet again, 13-13. Kemp now going to try and find a way to bust open this Virginia defense yet again. After ODU finally found pay dirt on the last drive. Little option play for Kemp, and look at this tough run. Kemp not ready to go down. He wants to respond, and he wants to respond now. ODU setting up now. 2 backs, Dixon and Sullivan, lined up on either side of Joshua Kemp. Kemp looking to look, finds Brandon Ellison. A nice pass play. And look who's getting going in the second half. It's Ellison. He's showing up finally here. 2nd and 10 now for ODU. Another option. Fakes to Sullivan. And Kemp has plenty of room to run. Look at that. Gets to just about the 32-yard line there in an 18-yard gain. 3rd and 10. ODU. It's too familiar down here in enemy territory. But here, Todd Jackson splitting the defenders. A nice little post route there. 3rd catch of the game for Jackson, but he's racked up the yardage with that huge touchdown catch here. Play action, fake to Sullivan. Kemp's just going to roll out and waits for Ellison to come back to the ball. Beautifully done. Like I said, the receivers are getting going for ODU. 2nd and 2. Shotgun formation, 2 backs. Looking to confuse the defense. Maybe Dixon denied a touchdown there. But he gets 1st and goal for ODU. Under centers Joshua Kemp. Defense is stacking the box. They are expecting something with the big Paris Bennett. You don't see him too much, but he's a big back. He's a guy you like to see maybe do some power plays. That's what he was there for. Touchdown run for Bennett. 20-13 with 1:43 to go. Virginia still have all 3 timeouts left, so time really isn't a concern for them right now. McCarthy, though, sacked, and a great move by Chad Robinson, the sack master at Old Dominion. Nobody has done it better than Chad Robinson, the transfer from the University of Buffalo. So Virginia, 4th and 18. They're just going to go for it. What do they have to lose at this point? McCarthy nearly hit as he threw, and Ahmad Garrett was somehow wide open. Where was the coverage? How did he get that open? And Virginia keeping it going. 2nd and 8, handoff to Jordan. Yeah, they're not concerned about time right now. They'll use a timeout here, but they're happy across the 35-yard line. Virginia have managed to keep themselves in this one with some great plays now. McCarthy hit, and Morris! I don't know if that was a pass or a fumble, but Morris, regardless, comes down with the ball, and ODU have managed to keep this one in the books. Or so you would think. They decide to review this and for whatever reason overturn it somehow to where Virginia gets possession. But this makes no sense because in my mind, Morris took that out of the air. So whether it's a fumble or an interception only matters in the stat book. McCarthy finds Garrett and he's going to score. I'm just going to spoil it. Because why not? They answer right away. But Morris, whether that's a forward pass or a fumble, he caught it out of the air, so it doesn't matter, right? Like, it shouldn't matter. It would be ODU possession regardless. It would just only affect whether it shows up as an interception or a fumble in the stat book. But never should that be ruled an incomplete pass. It's not like it was an illegal forward pass. And here, the final play of regulation. Todd Jackson comes down with it, and he's 2 yards short. Just look how close this was. I mean, just a few more, maybe 3 more yards. But he came down with that. It's too bad that wasn't in the end zone. We go to overtime, which I just call pure shenanigans on. Because the game should have been over. That play should never have been overturned. And 3rd and 13 for Virginia, so ODU's defense looking solid so far here in overtime. A chance to hold them, maybe to just a field goal. Here's Jordan, gets the little screen, but he's overwhelmed by ODU defenders. Good job there stopping the screen. Getting a little chippy here with Donald Simmons there, so field goal try for the Cavaliers. And they will put it through. So it's 23-20. ODU scores a touchdown. They win the game, and they get out of this one. Kemp's going to find Dixon on a little wheel route. Dixon, spin move. Wait, the ball comes out. It's recovered by Virginia. That spells doom for Old Dominion. And a struggling Virginia team come into SB Ballard Stadium and take down the 11th ranked Monarchs and now put the division title in jeopardy for ODU. And I have never felt more robbed than I did in this game. Like, you know, first of all, it was the overturn call. Then they literally, on the very next play, score a touchdown to tie it up. Right after it gets overturned, they score a touchdown. Right at the end for ODU, there was the Todd Jackson catch that was a few yards short, which was, you know, it was going to be a long shot to score there anyway, but, I mean, rarely do those passes get completed anyway. Then, David Dixon's about to make a great play, and the ball comes out. A guy who, David Dixon pretty much never fumbles the ball. And in the worst moment, fumbles it, and it's recovered by the defense for a win. I've never felt more robbed playing a game of NCAA football. I've played this series for years. That game, I've just, I don't know. I mean, obviously I could have converted more field goals to touchdowns. There are plenty of chances I had to win the game. But the moment where Terry Morris grabs the ball out of the air, whether it's a fumble or an interception, he grabbed it out of the air, therefore ODU possession. There's no way you can overturn that to give Virginia possession back. There's no way you can do that unless there's some rule that I do not know about. Because it's not like it was an illegal forward pass. If it was a forward pass. But if it wasn't, it's a fumble. And regardless, it's ODU possession. So that's, I've never really liked the video games having the booth reviews, because it doesn't really make sense to have. I know they're trying to be authentic, but it's a computer game, so it knows what, you know, it either is or it's right or wrong. There really doesn't need to be gray area in this. Like, it either is your possession or it isn't, but I don't know. So here we go. If ODU wins, they win the division. Head-to-head is the first tiebreaker. Georgia Tech's already played all their conference games. So all ODU has to do is beat Miami, division champions. That's it. So look at David Dixon's ridiculous stats. He's still atop the Heisman race, but that fumble could be costly. 6-5 Miami next time as we finish the regular season. I'll see you all then.